Dear respected elders, brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to YouTube channel Forgive Me Allah. So this particular video, as you can see by what is in front of you, is about Zakat. So I'll begin to read and then we can have an explanation. Zakat is the compulsory giving of a set proportion of one's wealth to charity. It is regarded as a type of worship and self-purification. Zakat is the third pillar of Islam. Zakat does not refer to charitable gifts given out of kindness or generosity, but to the systematic giving of 2.5% of one's wealth each year to benefit the poor. The benefits of Zakat, apart from helping the poor, are as follows: obeying God, helping a person, acknowledge that everything comes from God, and that we do not really own anything ourselves, and since we cannot take anything with us when we die, we need not to cling to it. So these are just examples. Learning self-discipline, freeing oneself from the love of possessions and greed, freeing oneself from the love of money, freeing oneself from the love of oneself, behaving honestly. The 2.5% rate only applies to cash, gold, and silver and commercial items. There are other rates for farm and mining produce and for animals. So as we can see here, this is about what will we do. So each year you have to work out how much wealth that you have left, how much wealth that you have physical possession of, how much you own, and then out of whatever that is, so let's just pretend that we all have £100. So 2.5% of each 100 is £2.50. So then £2.50 has to be given away out of every £100. And it is simple as that. There's, many people try to give less. Some people maybe don't give at all. But the point is, whether you give or don't give, this is an obligation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has requested of you. So the choice is yours. But I would say, if you can give more, it's better for you. But the minimum is 2.5%. So we have to look at this and we have to understand that when we give in Allah's path, we can never lose. You will always get back what you give, and in fact, you probably get it 10 times more than what you gave. So this is a question of Iman, it's a question of belief, and it's a question of understanding that why have we been asked to do this? If you just read a few of the paragraphs that I've given to you, it clearly says that it is an act of worship. So just like you pray your 5 prayers in the day, it's another type of worship, and it's so important that you do give zakat every year. It is vital for your well-being. It is vital for your income. It is vital for your blessings in your home, to give you that satisfaction and contentment of the heart. And this is something that we all have control over and we need to really do. So 2.5% is not a lot at all. There were some people that came before us that gave 5%. There were some that gave 10%. We have examples of 50%. And there was even a few that gave 100% of their wealth away. Now, we're not expecting to reach those levels because it's not that easy for us, but we are weak. But 2.5%, I think, was very kind of God to drop it down that much. So 2.5% to be given away. It will, and what it does also, it's self-purification. It purifies your wealth. So then the blessings can begin to come into your wealth, and then you can have more from God's bounties. And we need to understand that the gifts of God are limited, and He is the one who's the giver of all. We ourselves have no means of doing much. We are only a few short days and nights, and the time that God allows us to continue on our journey. So, what we need to do, we need to share this information with each other and share it with others that are not here today. And giving charity in general is a very great, nice feeling, and it's a very rewarding feeling. So you'll feel better if you give to help others that are in need. And why are we giving? If we read why we're giving, it's because we are trying to help the poor. Not everyone has the luxuries that we do. So to show gratefulness to God also, I think it's important that we give our wealth away. And then that will keep us grounded, I think, and it will keep us in a state of understanding that everything that we have is a blessing, and that we should share our gifts and blessings with others, and this creates a better society. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding of what has been read and implement and give to the poor, and may all of us give 2.5% minimum, and may Allah reward us for this. Ameen.